In a dim little tavern by candle and peat, young Eamon first saw her through cold autumn sleet. Her eyes held the dusk of the old western shore, and he loved her that night like he'd never before. The fiddles played softly, the pipes mourned and sighed, while rain beat like sorrow on the dark outside. She reached for his hand with a shy, trembling smile, and they danced as though grief had forgotten a while. Oh, the wind knew their names as it swept through the glen, like a sad ancient hymn sung again and again. And the sea rolled beneath every promise they made, knowing love is a flower already doomed to fade. So cry for the lass with the soft emerald eyes, and the lad who was taken beneath blackened skies. For the cruel turning world shows no mercy to love, nor the prayers whispered softly to heaven above. Raise high your glass to the lost and undone, to the hearts left to wither when all hope is gone. For the saddest old ghosts still wander the sea, far from old Ireland and the dark heather lea. They wandered through Kerry where cold rivers weep, and over the Highlands where the grey shadows creep, past ruins half swallowed by ivy and rain, where old lovers lie buried beneath stone and plain. And she sang him old ballads so tender and low, while embers burned faint in the heart's dying glow. And Eamon would hold her like time could be stayed, though the night and the years were already decayed. For joy is a candle that flickers too fast, and warm summer mornings are never meant to last, while fate waits in silence with cold unseen hand to scatter our dreams like loose ash upon sand. So cry for the lass with the soft emerald eyes, and the lad who was taken beneath blackened skies. For the cruel turning world shows no mercy to love, nor the prayers whispered softly to heaven above. Raise high your glass to the lost and undone, to the hearts left to wither when all hope is gone. For the saddest old ghosts still wander the sea, far from old Ireland and the dark heather lea. Then one bitter evening the riders arrived, with hard iron faces and frost in their eyes. For the landlord's young son had been found cold and slain, and they laid all the blame upon Eamon in chains. Though she clung to his coat and she screamed through the rain, they dragged him away like a beast bound in shame. And her cries through the harbor still haunted the tide, as the prison ship carried her true love from sight. Bound for Botany Bay through black merciless waves, with the thieves and the starving and half-broken slaves, while Australia burned red beneath pitiless skies, and sorrow grew old in young Eamon's eyes. For 10 weary years he broke stone in the heat, with blood on his hands and the dust at his feet. And each night in the dark he would whisper her name, like a prayer said too late to a God without grace. The other men listened in silence and pain, for each carried ghosts they could never reclaim. But none mourned so deeply nor suffered so long as the lad dreaming Ireland in sorrowful song. Then one cold winter morning his sentence was done, and home o'er the ocean sailed sorrow's lost son. But the village looked faded and smaller somehow, like a dream slowly dying beneath time's cruel hand now. He ran to her cottage near old Donegal, where the sea fog drifted round the crumbling wall. But an old woman met him with tears in her eyes and whispered, "Your bonny lass waited, then died." She kept by the shoreline through storm and through snow, till the light in her young heart burned weary and low. And one grey morning they found her alone, still clutching your letters, gone brittle with cold. Now cry for the lass with the soft emerald eyes, and the lad who returned long after goodbye. For the sea stole his youth and the years broke his soul, and no man comes home from such sorrow made whole. Raise high your glass to the broken and worn, to the hearts left abandoned by fate and by storm. And remember their love when the night wind blows free across old Ireland and the dark grieving sea. Now the taverns grow quiet when Eamon walks in, and the old folk fall silent remembering him. For he stares at the fire with eyes hollow and grey, like a man who died long before his last day. And sometimes at dusk by the cold western shore, they say he still calls for the girl he adored, while the wind through the heather cries mournfully on for the bonny young lass and the lad who was gone.